One.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Lowdown.
Wow.
Lowdown.
The Lowdown.
We are low and down.
Getting low.
Robbie White.
My last girlfriend. Low and down.
Lowdown.
So much. I am Rob. This is the lovely Shannon and my good friend Chuck. And we're here to, I don't know, bitch and moan.
Pretty much.
I don't know. I think Holly's going to really get our lovely producer back here, or engineer, sorry, behind the scenes. I might turn the camera around on her tonight. I think she's going to chime in a little bit tonight. I think because she seems like she's moody like that.
She's looking nervous
And
now.
she made comment about
No, you're
something
not.
I was talking about earlier. She's like, so I know she's going to be.
Oh,
she's going to feel a little intense, get involved. And but anyway, welcome to Ville TV Studios. And hope you're doing fine. Christmas holidays, everybody, Merry Christmas.
Right
or
around
Happy
the corner.
Hanukkah, or whatever the hell you celebrate. I don't really care.
Hurry up and get it over with.
Chuckanukana.
Come on, January 2nd. Can't wait. Give her shit back. I saw the mall today. Oh, my God. This was at 2:30. St. Matthew's Mall, completely solid.
Oh, my
I believe
gosh.
it. I was at
Oh, how
TJ
you
Maxx
doing?
at like 11:30, and it was like that.
Yeah. this is
Parking lot was
ridiculous.
all the way full. People are like pushing and waiting for cars.
Right.
to
I haven't
move.
even done the first thing, shopping. I haven't done the first thing.
Me either. I'm way behind.
Yeah.
I was taking back shit. People that have been assholes. They're not getting Armani watches.
Let's be nice to her tonight.
Yes, indeed.
Taking back my stuff, man. You ain't taking my stuff back. I don't know the things she was talking about earlier. I don't know what you really got me.
I'll tell you what though. That brings up something to me that I noticed. Like I said, we played Sunday. We played that charity toy drive down at Hard Rock Cafe, and everything went great.
Awesome.
Except one little thing, but that's okay. One thing my wife noticed this while we were out shopping, because we took a toy aimed at a boy and a toy aimed at a girl.
Sure. You're not allowed to do that anymore these days.
Well,
Or keep gender. Whatever
here's the thing. Here's the thing. My wife was shopping. She had so much fun looking through the boys' toys.
Right.
You had all your superheroes, your Spider-Man.
Much more exciting.
Oh, yeah. And all the girls' toys were like Barbie and princesses and stuff like that.
It's kind of depressing.
It is. It's like, where are the strong female figures? Where's
The
your
American
Princess
Girl
Leia?
dolls.
Or
Oprah needs to come
They
out with her
teach-
own doll line.
They
That's
teach
what they
history
need.
lessons.
The coolest thing out there for girls probably is like Monster High or
I was
whatever
gonna say,
that
I like
is,
Monster
I don't know.
High.
Frozen's still the
They
big
look-
thing, isn't it, for the little girl,
For
for the
little
little
ones.
girls?
It is, but there's no even the
Like
even
role
the
model-ish
stronger
toys
role
or-
model Disney princesses you don't see. You see Snow White or Cinderella, but you don't see
They're all very
Mulan or
unproportionate.
or what's
with
the
a lot of makeup on.
Well, those are my favorite.
what's the redheaded Irish chick from that Disney movie Brave or whatever? You don't see those or your Princess Leia or
Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman.
Supergirl or anything like that.
I'm
Wonder
gonna-
Woman.
You're wrong there. There is Princess Leia, but that's at Priscilla's.
Oh.
Or Adam and Eve.
See,
Well,
that's
yeah,
just
that's
as
free
bad
plug,
then,
free
see?
plug.
That's a whole other kind of.
I'm sorry.
That's a
Princess
whole other kind of
Leia.
present there.
Princess Leia.
You just want to lay a
I'm sorry.
princess.
I'm mistake. My
Yes,
mistake.
yes.
Princess Leia. Leia. I'm sorry.
I do know they have the American Girl dolls, but I mean that's just one doll, and
Yeah.
they teach a story like history.
Right.
But that's one doll.
Then they have like
And they're expensive as
Marie
hell.
Curie with her hair falling out after radiation poisoning or something.
How was your Christmas when you were a kid? Very good?
Good.
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
good.
Good?
Yeah.
You rich people.
We weren't
Well,
rich.
no, far from
We
it.
had
But
we got to pick the one big gift that was like around $100 that came from Santa, and then we
$100?
got a couple of little things.
Rich people.
That's not rich.
yeah, that was still out of my but I still had a lot of not so expensive stuff and
Sure.
just good family time and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So it wasn't like the Breakfast Club. Here, Johnny, here's some smokes for you. Smoke up,
Let me tell you, though, I noticed I've gone shopping with my wife a little bit here recently, but I haven't bought anything myself. Toy sections now are so different. I mean, for the most part, there's a lot of stuff that used to be out and was really cool, and they don't even exist anymore. Or so much focus now has been towards gaming and
Yeah,
you know,
and-
things of that like that. It's just toy section's not that exciting anymore. Of course, right now the Star Wars thing is it's off the hook.
Yeah.
They got like their own aisle.
Oh yeah.
At Myers or Walmart and all that. I mean, it's going to be that is going to be very huge.
You gonna go see
Never
it?
been into Star Wars like that.
I don't know, man. I'm not a big. I'm
not
just
either.
not a big space guy.
Oh,
I don't really care about it. Now I saw Empire Strikes Back when I was a kid before I even saw Star Wars. I don't even know if I've ever seen the Star Wars movie, the original. I don't even know if I've even seen it.
I don't think I
bits and
have.
parts.
Wow.
Now I thought Empire Strikes Back was really cool. I don't think I saw the third one or how many are there?
Well, there was
bunch, I think.
there was the original trilogy.
Okay.
And then they went and did the prequels, the 3. They call them episodes.
So there's like 6 of them.
Yeah, there's 6
So this
right
is the
now.
7th
Yes,
coming out tomorrow.
Damn.
Or
Thursday.
Yeah.
We're way behind.
I'm way behind. Yeah. That's an all-day event,
I like
man.
sci-fi.
See,
I mean, but I don't
I like
watch-
sci-fi. I was never a big Star Trek person, but man, Star Wars did it for me. I loved it. I was just.
I mean, I like the creativity. I like the vehicles and stuff like that's kind of cool. And I don't know, man. I'm just not a space guy. Any kind of movie that's got to do with space, other than like I thought.
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs. No, the one with the Aerosmith's Liv Tyler was in. What was that called? Armageddon.
Oh, Armageddon.
That
yeah.
was pretty cool. I like that movie. It was kind of cool. And then I'd like to see this one with Matt Damon, where
I've
he's
seen it.
stranded on Mars.
Oh, yeah,
Called
The
Mars or
Martian.
something.
The Martian, yeah.
You know, something like that. I would probably watch. But you know, all those shows like Star Trek and what was the other one? The Generation. What was it called?
The Next Generation.
Next Generation.
Yeah.
I can't get into.
I
it.
wasn't into that stuff
can't
either.
do it. It's
I
like
don't-
I don't get into the zombie thing. I know it's
I
a big
don't
thing
wanna
for everybody.
stand in line
it
all those
it bores the
hours.
crap out of me. It doesn't do anything for me.
Standing in line all those hours waiting to get in. They got the news crew there, like
Yeah.
capturing all of the nerds. And I'm just
Oh
like,
hell no!
I'm like, I
ain't,
can't do it.
I ain't doing that.
I'm
No.
like, I'm not
I'll
going.
wait till it dies down first.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not
I
going,
mean,
man. I'm
I'll
not
wait
the
till
one.
Netflix.
But I am
Netflix.
Netflix.
a huge Star Wars junkie though. Yeah.
Well, I saw a couple little pieces of the trailer or whatever I think on it, and
Yeah.
it looked pretty cool. Pretty cool. It looked pretty cool.
Careful, your redneck showing.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool, mama. So I thought, I might go. I might see it. I might see
Yeah.
it, but I
Maybe
don't
we
know.
should all go dressed up.
No.
Like a character.
I didn't
do
even
the
do that.
full thing.
I didn't even
you
do
know?
that shit when I was
Now
a kid.
a lot of places
As far
are.
as I can tell you, as far as the dress up, the only thing I did was the kiss thing.
Oh yeah.
I don't play dress up.
A lot of those places, a lot of the theaters aren't letting you dress up in anymore.
Oh, really?
Because of the gun violence and stuff in there and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can't wear any mask and it's,
And that's a damn shame.
It is.
Because that's just kind of part of the theme. Just like when folks used to go see Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's just part of it. I think it's kind of cool. I don't have a problem with it.
What's
I'm
that?
not a nerdy guy, but I mean,
Those comic book people that dress up for all that stuff.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
that called?
Cosplay.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, I
Costco?
was like,
I don't know.
Costco. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's a store.
We're shopping down at Cosplay.
I mean, the thing of it is the people that are coming in there in those costumes or whatever, they're not coming in there to shoot anybody. And if it was, they were coming in there anyway. I don't know what a
Yeah.
costume's got to do with it. I just don't
Yeah.
really. I don't have a Darth Vader mask and cape on. I can hide my weapon under my shirt and come in and
Right.
start shooting a place.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just kind of silly. They're kind of all the fun is getting taken out of everything.
I'd probably trust the guy in the Darth Vader mask more because he can't see shit anyway.
Right? He's going to have bad aim.
He's gonna be like shooting
your
at the
mask
screen
on.
and
And if he
stuff.
stays in character, he's going to say some shit anyway before he starts shooting. Like, "Hey, I'm not your father."
Right.
You're like, "Oh shit, we better run, man. We better run. Get out of here." But I know there's some real good children's movies coming out. The Pixar stuff. The Pixar stuff is the shit, man. I love.
They are very good at what they do.
Oh my god, it's incredible. So I like that. And Holly, she's got a young child, and she, I'm sure you get to see all of those Pixar movies and all that. Probably have to watch them more than you really want to. As many. Your children are not young. You don't. Have young
She's
Mine are grown.
her answers since we're on television and there's no camera on her are
yeah. She got a mic. She got a mic.
you've weirded her out. She won't use it now. She won't talk.
You better get on that microphone. I want to hear your voice. Look at that look.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Well.
Are you Holly? Are you Star Wars fan, Holly?
Star Wars tattoo.
Oh God,
I've got
she's more
toys
than
in
a
the
fan.
box.
I guess that.
Oh my God,
we weren't asking
she's
about
got
that
the
part.
Princess Leia outfit.
We weren't asking about your sex life. She's got toys in the box.
She is Princess Leia.
I just asked you about Star Wars, honey. Don't go to the porn section.
I waited in line for like 6 hours to get tickets to Phantom Menace.
My God.
I was like 19 at the time. The news came by, so yeah, I was
She
I was there.
Oh, damn it! I'm like an asshole now.
We're all getting asked.
Like,
We're all getting asked when we get out of the show. Yeah. During the commercial breaks, we'll come back all messed up. Yeah.
Welcome back to the show.
Yeah, right.
Glasses all turned up.
Turn off sideways. You look pretty good. Anyway, that reminds me of something I want to talk about is when we come back is gun control. You know, I say gun control, but I'm not for gun control. Some of you might be.
No, I mean I think we should all be able to have one.
And so we'll talk about that when we come back, and because there's a lot going on with all that again continuously.
Gun control means hitting what you aim at.
Yeah, that's control.
Right.
But we'll talk about that when we come back.
When it comes to custom t-shirts, people believe they only have 3 options: fast, cheap, or good. But with Staub Screen Printing, you can have it all. We offer custom screen printing and embroidery with fast service and affordable rates. With 3 full-time artists on staff, we can take your idea from concept to completion with custom decoration on virtually all apparel for any occasion. So, whatever your print and embroidery needs may be, call Staub Screen Printing today.
Hey, movie lovers, Eric E. Money Sievers here, and I am coming to the Ville TV network. Every Wednesday, I'm going to be bringing you the latest in movie reviews and entertainment news. From zombies to superheroes, sci-fi, fantasy, whatever cool stuff is going on, I am going to be bringing it to you at my new home at Ville TV starting December 2nd.
Look at that. That's quick. That's right on the money, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for getting back with us. We appreciate you. Guns. Whether you're for it or whether you're not, you know, everybody's got their side of the issue. I do have a concealed carry myself now. I've always wanted to, even before all this ISIS stuff and everything like that. You know, I've always thought that way anyway for years and years. And then when, you know, a lot more of the school shootings started happening, or you know, for a while your mind goes, oh, it's in schools, but you know, it can happen anywhere. And then it started happening in the theaters, and you know, when I go to theater now, I'm carrying because, you know, who's to say somebody's not going to come in there and start shooting up the place? I'm not taking the chance. What irritates me, and you guys have your own opinion about it, is, for instance, I've heard some other folks on radio and TV shows, and there's always that one guy that I just want to take my hand around his neck and slap him so hard because, you know, it's the same guy that always says, well, what am I going to do? You know, just because I have a gun or no, you shouldn't. You know, it's a guy that thinks that you shouldn't be able to carry guns, or we ought to have more gun control, or, you know, I'm not a cop. That's a cop's job. When they say that, that's a police officer. That's law enforcement's job. And I just go,
there's not that many of them
how
to
do you
protect
think
you.
a police officer is always going to be able to get to you in time? Are you going to tell your family and your kids, well, you know, the cops will get here? It's like 10 to 11 minutes before a cop shows up to a scene.
He lives in a good neighborhood.
I can walk in your house and shoot you.
He's white.
I can walk in your house and shoot your whole house up in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And just that mentality. Now, I'm not saying I want the Wild West going on, but unfortunately, the world we live in now, you need to be able to protect yourself. Mm-hmm. And people like that just really fire me up because, and you know, so be it. If that's the way you want to live and that's the way you choose to not protect your family. And I'm not saying everybody's a marksman. There's no Rambos out here, really, okay? There's a few there. I know a few that you technically say they're a pretty Rambo son of a bitch. But the general person out here, public, that's carrying guns or whatever, you're not Rambo. You're not. It's not a movie, okay?
Right.
But at least give yourself a chance, man. Give yourself a chance. Don't just sit there eating and you're just going to sit there and go, okay, well, fuck, or heck with it. We're just Go ahead. Ain't nothing I can do because I chose not to have a gun, or I don't believe in guns, or I don't believe, we don't have. I don't understand that mentality. I want to protect myself and protect my family from these knuckleheads in the world.
I agree. I think we should all be able to have one if we want one.
Yeah, even Mr. Liberal over here, I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Here's my thing: the people who
especially you, Chuck, with your neighbors.
Yeah, no kidding. The people who hurt their own case to me are these morons who strap the AR-15 to their chest and walk around Walmart like they're Billy Badass. It's
kind of stupid. Yeah.
It's like, what are you trying to prove? Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, I'm just exercising my God-given right to blah, 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 blah.
They should have to pass
You know what?
an
You're
IQ
an
test.
idiot.
Yeah.
You look pretty stupid when you do that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And you're doing nothing but terrorizing the rest of the customers in the whatever store
Right.
you're in,
Yeah,
usually
it shouldn't
Walmart.
be that visible
usually
and
Walmart,
that
yeah.
big.
But what's the point of that,
Now, Holly, earlier I said something before the show, and she commented. What was your comment? I said something about guns, and you're like, "Oh, I believe in gun control or something." You want gun control? Is that correct?
I feel like there's too many stupid people with guns. I feel
Okay.
like there's more stupid people with guns than smart people with guns.
True.
I feel like if you're to buy a gun, I think you should have to do like a month training and safety courses and things like that
Oh,
before
absolutely.
you have them.
Got no
I
problem
don't
with
think
that.
it should just be walk in, get a gun. My dad has guns, he's into guns, that's good for he doesn't walk around with it, he's smart about it.
Sure.
There's just too many uneducated people
You
with
are
guns.
correct.
Absolutely. I agree 100%.
But I'm glad you further went on with your comment, because when you first said there's too many stupid people with guns, and I think, well, yeah, that's
Not
the ones
you.
where we're trying to
Right.
eliminate when they decide to be stupid.
Well,
My
You can't
husband wants
eliminate
a
stupid
gun.
people. I'm telling you that right now.
well,
I've never seen him handle a gun. He wants a gun. He wants to get a gun. He thinks a gun is a good idea for us.
Who's that?
My husband.
Okay.
He needs to
I
have
Why do you
training
not
with
think
your
it's
dad.
a good idea? What if
I
you're
don't
sitting in the restaurant and
trust my
some idiot?
husband with a
Well, I've met your husband. I understand. No, I'm joking, Doug. Doug's a good
Maybe
guy.
your dad should show him
I'm just trying to be funny on the show.
well,
how to do it all.
Maybe.
here's the thing, and I understand what you're saying. I've seen 3 or 4 times in the last week or two stories of another good guy with a gun who, trying to protect, shot somebody, shot the wrong people, or got hammered and pulled a gun on somebody and shot
God.
somebody, and it's like, yeah, I'm just a good,
Well, there's idiots out there. There's
you
no
know.
doubt.
Yeah, that's scary. People drinking and carrying guns. I mean, I don't think you should be able to bring them into bars.
Yeah, absolutely.
Places like that. If you're going to drink, I think it should be left in the car or somewhere else.
Well,
at home.
I did hear the other day that I think it was a senator, I believe, and he's pushing for, or it might have been a commercial. No, it was an NRA commercial. Excuse me, that was really nice. It was an NRA commercial, and they're now pushing for national. Being able to carry your weapon nationally,
Right.
Which
Yeah.
I think that it should have always been there. I've never understood the state by state.
Yeah,
this
that-
is the country I live in. I
We're
live in
in
the United States of America,
Right.
And that to me is just the goofiest.
One country.
I can be in Kentucky and carry my gun, but if I go to California where there are some real idiots, and I go out there on vacation, I have to walk around unprotected, and to me that's just foolish. That should be a nationwide right to carry.
You better drive then, because you ain't getting it on the plane.
Well, it's true, and you're not going to get it on the plane. But you understand what I mean. I can
Right.
go. There's state. I could drive to New York.
Yeah.
I can't. Illinois. You can't carry in Illinois.
That makes no
So
sense.
yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. So,
Right, and I agree with that.
especially if I go to Illinois or New York, I damn sure want to carry up there with all
Yeah,
those crazy.
Hell yeah. If
Chicago's-
you're permitted to carry in your state, then you should be able to carry it in
Right,
your state.
Chicago is the strictest gun control city in the country,
Highest deaths.
and the most.
I was
deaths from-
concerned. They got all the gangs and all that.
right.
crazy shit
That's
going on.
they do.
Well, that's another.
But but here's the thing about the gun control debate that really set me off this week. Again, it's typically generalized, even though there's for and against on both sides. But the Democrats are for more gun control and the Republicans are against more gun control. Yet the Republican sides are the one that's all, hey, terrorism, ISIS, blah, blah, blah. I saw last week everybody on the Republican side blocked a bill that was designed to eliminate people on the terror watch list from buying weapons.
Heard of that.
They can, if you're on the terror watch list, you can buy weapons.
Yeah, that didn't make any
That's
sense.
ridiculous.
They absolutely blocked that.
Yep, I sure did.
Their reasoning that I heard was, well, there are people on the no-fly list that don't deserve to be there. Well, get them off of there.
Yeah.
well,
There's
I
a
mean,
simple fix.
It's like
The guys,
It's
that's
like
a
drugs.
stupid argument. That is a
Well,
stupid argument.
it's like drugs or anything else. Bad people are still going to get them, whether or not they're allowed to have them.
Right.
You
But
know?
if you're, say, you're on the terror watch list, you can just walk into a gun store and say, hey, I'd like one of those
Yeah.
and one of those. And
Well, you're on the terrorist watch list. Well, hell with it. Here, buddy.
yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Right.
You don't look like a terrorist.
You look like no terrorist. You ain't got no towel on your head.
Are you Muslim?
Yeah, are you a Muslim?
Muslim.
Yeah.
But here's an extra case of bullets in case you want to go buy the Planned Parenthood later.
right. Well, to me, it's not so much this ISIS terrorist thing that's going on. I mean, that's a concern of mine now, obviously. But I had these concerns before ISIS came.
Right,
out.
right.
The
Understand.
guy next door to me might be a whack job and decide he's had too much. He's suicidal. His wife left him. His job fired him or whatever.
And
I
I'll
worry
take the
about my wife.
neighborhood with me.
Let me tell you something. I worry about my wife because she works at one of the bigger companies in town.
Yeah.
In a corporate setting, and I'm sure there's a couple of people in there that maybe be on the verge of losing their freaking mind.
Yeah.
And I worry about that. I mean, I've talked to her about it. Where do you sit in your office? How close are you to the door? You need to, if you hear
Have a plan.
anything, don't, and you always hear these people say, oh, I thought it was firecrackers. Well,
Who's
I
going to
don't
let
care
off firecrackers in the middle of your workplace?
if you hear anything like that, you get out that door and you run as fast as you can. Do not try to hide and stay there because this idiot knows where you sit. And just get out of the building and run as fast as you can. Don't try to save anybody else. Get out. And it worries me, honestly, because, everybody in their own town always thinks, we live in a safe place. No, it doesn't happen here. Because you always hear every time. And then when when they interview the people on the news, you'd never think it happened around here. We don't have that kind of stuff going on around here. Well,
Bullshit.
There you go.
Obviously,
Right.
you do.
And the people that a lot of the people that we're talking about, like the gun control folks, or we got too many people walking around gun, they feel the same way. They live in that bubble. Well, nothing happens around here like that. It doesn't mean it won't happen.
What if the government
like that?
fails us
Yeah.
and martial law goes into effect and all that crazy shit happens? Like, who really wants to sit around unprotected? Not me.
I don't want to do that. Like I said, from the idiot when I'm walking into Subway or Thornton's. I mean, I'm on alert the whole time, man. I just don't. Here it is, Christmas time. What about the idiot and waits in the parking lot at Walmart to hit you in the head to take your money? Some drug addict. I mean, it happens, man. It happens. And my wife lives in that bubble too. She's like, oh yeah, I've been going to Walmart for 20 years before you came around at 11 o'clock at night. You're just
All it takes is once.
One of the new scams they have going on is you'll go out to your car and there's a $100 bill laying underneath the windshield wiper. You go out to get it and they carjack you and take all your shit you just bought.
I mean, you got to watch that
Crazy.
stuff, man. It's
People are nuts.
She said the other night, she goes, well, I'm going to go up to the store. I said, nope. She goes, well, why not? I said, because it's dark.
Oh, God. Well, it's dark at like
It's
5
o'clock,
That's
Rob.
the rules in the wintertime. Get your shopping done in the summer. I don't know
Oh,
what to tell you.
God. I feel like
I'm very
you're
protective,
going,
let me tell you
you're
something.
going with me then.
Let me tell you something. It ain't
Bring
nothing
your
gonna happen to
gun.
my wife.
Bring your gun, Daddy.
on
You're
my
going
watch.
with me.
Nothing happens to nobody on my watch. I'm going to tell you right now. They ought to hire me to protect the president. Not on my watch. I promise you.
You see
So-
their online order.
Yeah. But I just I just want to be protected. I mean, I I'm not saying I think everybody ought to walk around with, like you said, hand grenades and M16s on the back, walking around. You got your whole camo gear on. I mean, you look like a fool.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
But
you look like you're out to
conceal.
start trouble.
You're supposed to conceal.
Now, let me tell you, if something really starts breaking down and everything starts going buck-ass wild, have that stuff in the closet, man. And then I'll suit up with you. I'll be right beside you, suiting up.
Like
Let's
Rambo
go.
and G.I. Joe.
But right now, calm down.
Yeah.
Just
That's
get
somebody
some
who
training, get you a gun, just for protection.
That's somebody to me who listens to Alex Jones and the president's going to declare martial law and we're going to take your guns and
That's such bullcrap. That's never going to happen.
No,
you don't think martial
never.
law will
Tell you
ever
something.
happen?
There ain't no good old Kentucky boys ain't going to let you take their guns. I
I'm not
promise you.
saying
Have you
martial
seen all
law.
the coffins the FEMA camps have?
I don't buy into that. Come on now. Come on.
You never know.
Here's the thing. I'm not saying martial law would never happen. Natural disaster, floods,
Right.
Huge earthquake, Yellowstone caldera goes off, who knows, or more likely an economic collapse, something like that. These Wall Street
I see
idiots
everybody running for the woods.
finally screw us all, and then I could see it happen, but just to become Emperor Obama, no.
That brings something to my mind, and I'm going to try to get you fired up when we come back.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to take another break. When we come back, I guess something I want to talk to you about that. You mentioned last season.
Uh-oh.
And when we come back, we're going to get into it.
All right.
Okay, Emperor.
The Warehouse, located at 5800 Fern Valley Road. We have 12,000 square feet of space to cater to your wildest party requests. Our large dance floor features 2 cages with a stellar light show to match. Along with our DJ booth and state-of-the-art sound system, we can keep the party going all night. We also have 2 VIP areas to accommodate your rock star lifestyle. Want to feature a band or other musical act at your party? Then our amazing stage at the Warehouse will more than please you and your friends. Want to rent our space? Contact our office at 502-964-7040 or find us on Facebook. The Warehouse, Louisville.
Bluegrass Net, Louisville's oldest internet service provider and proud sponsor of Ville TV Network and all its affiliates. Been serving the community for over 20 years. Contact them today.
You're good.
Back?
Oh, we are.
We're good at that pee breaks, aren't we?
Run, Forrest!
You didn't see that, but man, we just as soon as you go, 1, we're here. So when we left.
All right, hit me.
Okay. Last year, we talked about one of your concerns was that or your comments were, you hated the fact that you thought our local law enforcement was too military.
Yes.
Military.
Yes.
Not
just here.
What's the word?
Militarized or what?
Militarized.
Yeah.
Thank you. So,
I haven't seen as much of it locally here. To some extent, they are, but small town forces all across the country are getting.
So my question, when I saw this, and then I saw a story about another place as well, but for instance, San Bernardino, the terrorist acts there, and those guys had, I think they call them the Bearcats. Those vehicles, assault vehicles.
Right.
And they had 2 of those surrounding the car, bumping it, whatever. Wouldn't you put those vehicles in your category that you think that
Yeah, but those were SWAT teams.
Okay.
I'm fine with the special teams like that having it.
Okay.
But there's no reason you need to take
Go down Preston Highway and start getting boom.
Well, no, not so much that, but there's no reason you need to take that to serve a warrant at a suspected drug house, or even just to serve a warrant for domestic abuse or something like that.
Okay.
I understand these guys are putting their lives on the line, and I appreciate that. But they have vests. They have, unfortunately, when I was in Pennsylvania, a police officer up there was killed responding to a domestic dispute. But it was just unlucky shot, just missed under his vest, and Right. But I think there's plenty of protection and plenty of firepower with just your standard issue stuff.
Well, the thing of it is now is if it seems as the world is changing, and it's coming to America, and Eddie Murphy. So I want these guys to be more military ready, because if you've got 5, let's say there's 5 or 10 of those idiots running around with machine guns and AK-47, whatever. The local police officer, they're just going to mop them up just the same as they are the citizens.
They don't go anywhere alone anyways. So.
So they need those vehicles. They need that equipment that I'm not saying you're against, but I know you have concerns about.
Right.
They need that stuff. They need to be able to train with it. They need to be ready because, it can happen here in Louisville, Kentucky. I know we're probably a little lower on the list, I think.
Unless they think we still have
of
gold
a terror
in Fort
attack.
Knox.
Yeah.
But it could. And is the Louisville Police Department ready for that? What kind of vehicles do they have? Do they have Bearcats? Do they have anything like that? Can they stop somebody that's got that mentality?
They have
that
plenty
training. These people have
shoot
trained.
'em.
A lot of them.
Well,
They think.
that how much training they're running around in the woods, most of them, but you have plenty of officers who can respond, and you have plenty of weapons in your vehicles, and most of your cars
example.
are bulletproof.
Let me give you another example. Do you remember about 10 years ago, could have been longer, California had those 2 bank robbers, and they came out and they were in full gear, helmets, face. They were cut complete, and they went through that whole town for like an hour, shooting up cop cars and police officers and people and whatever, and they just kept going, and they were getting shot. The police were shooting them, but it was like boom, it just bounced off, and it took them forever to get those guys down.
They should have been aiming for the forehead.
My idea is when you got a situation like that, if you had a Bearcat, you just run the son of a bitch over. I don't care, man. That's when I have no patience for the politically correct way of doing shit. You got an idiot like that, you take
Absolutely.
the car
Take
and
him
you
down.
ram him and kill him right there. I just don't have any patience for that kind of stuff.
I'm fine with that.
And you can throw your hands in the air and go, all lives matter bullshit and stir up trouble. But idiots like that are ones that deserve to go. I don't want you to have a trial. I don't want you to sit on death row for 6-10 years,
right?
Appealing. We saw you do it. It's on camera. There's 100 witnesses. You die. Period. I don't have
a problem with that.
Yeah.
What I have a problem with is police officers who shoot people in the back 15 times when they're on the ground.
Did you see the
With
new
no
one?
weapon.
Did you see the new one on Facebook today? The guy had a
No.
crash. And he's just trying to get out of his car. He's all messed up. He's trying to get out of the car, and a police officer shot him.
Why?
I don't know. It was another idiot.
Wow.
Those are the guys that scare me.
Where's their training coming from?
Me too.
And those are the guys
Could be you.
those are the same guys who will, if you're a peaceful protester sitting on the ground, will come by with the super high potency pepper spray and just spray you right down the line.
Yeah.
Come on, that's
uncalled for.
It's illegal, but none of these guys ever get prosecuted for it.
I'm on kind of both sides on that. I've seen some bad stories with that. Just for instance, there was and I think it was locally. There was a lady who they were going to arrest, and the lady was sitting on the sidewalk, had over handcuffs, and then the officer went over, and kicked her in the head.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff you ought to be fired
I'd have sued the shit out of them and then had his ass whooped.
Not just fired, you should be brought up on assault charges if nothing else.
Yeah.
But so stuff like that. When it comes to protesters, this is my view on protesters. Because we got a lot of that going on in Chicago. They're still protesting right now. They want Emmanuel or whatever, the mayor up there, to resign.
Yeah.
I don't care if you protest. You protest whatever you want. But you stay on the sidewalk or whatever designated area you don't get to walk down the middle of the street, messing up traffic, affecting my life or anybody else's just because you have a cause that you think is worthy. I don't believe in that. You obviously have a right to speak your mind and protest whatever.
Right.
But you don't get to affect other people, and that's
Disrupt the public.
That's where it keeps on getting out. It doesn't even happen.
Yeah.
That's when I don't care if the police go in with tear gas and rubber bullets and just start popping you off. I don't care because you're being an ass. You have your right. Stand on the sidewalk, do your protesting.
Yeah.
Yell, scream,
look
whatever you want.
look at the Occupy movement a few years
If
ago.
you throw
these
one
guys
item,
were in parks and in places where they weren't disrupting the flow of vehicles and stuff like that, and yet
they were
still
all tinted up over there.
Yeah, and they were all still pepper sprayed and tased and
That's
shot,
ridiculous.
and come on.
Right.
Of course, they were irritating the Wall Street people, and we can't have that. You know,
God forbid they make any more money.
If you mess with the rich people, you know your history. Yeah. But I just don't. And especially, what really kills me is that Baltimore thing.
Oh yeah,
protest. I mean, police officers were backing up, and these idiots are throwing bricks and bottles. I mean, right then, towel. You should have started taking people out, but you couldn't do that because then that just makes some bigger uproar. So that's unfair to the police officer taking that crap. Even though I know there's police officers who've given crap, there's no doubt about it. It goes both ways, honestly.
I think they just need better training. They need to know
Here's-
the difference.
They need better leadership. Is what
and they need to get rid of the thin blue line bullshit
that's right.
and stand up and say, hey, we're not going to take this crap from the bad cops.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You start weeding out the bad cops, then hey, maybe you get a better reputation and maybe people work with you better.
Right.
True. I mean, I think in the black community though, they're always going to have that. It's just
they're all bad cops.
It's been handed down from generation to generation, and not that it's not understandable.
Warranted.
Yeah, to me it's understandable because it always. That's one of the things that bothers me most in life is racism. I really hate it with a passion. And I'm really into watching like the older movies, or any kind of movie that's got to do with that era.
Yeah,
because it's so sad, and the way we white Americans honestly treated people just because of the color of skin, it's terrible. I mean, when I watch some of those movies, and like for instance, I can't think of the last one I just watched. I don't think it was Selma. I think it was something else, where these black kids just go into this restaurant and all these white people start throwing food at them and beating them up, and I'm like, what the hell is I just can't for the life of me understand why people acted like that. And if you talk to older folks, they go, well, that's just the way it was.
No,
you are
what
sick
made you
in the
that
head,
way?
man.
Yeah.
Why was it like that?
Right.
Yeah.
So I understand the effects. Unfortunately, though, I think that this generation and a couple back should progress a little bit and say, hey, I got a lot of white friends, or there's a lot of white people don't treat us like that anymore, or just, and the same with white. There's a lot of black people don't treat us like this. Why are you so scared, or why you act like that towards them? Racism just is a sick, nasty.
And it's kind of hard to move past that when you have Donald Trump pushing it every day.
Well, it's hard
and his supporters.
It's hard to move past that when you have bad cops shooting some.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about Michael Brown's bullshit.
Right.
And you also have the white community. When you got a bunch of idiots running around in Baltimore, burning down cities, or in Ferguson, burning down things, and throwing rocks and bottles and everything at police officers. So it all comes down to this. People are just freaking stupid.
It don't matter what color
That's
you
really
are.
what
Most of you are dumb.
People are just stupid asses. That's really what it is. And I hate stupid people. I'm not, and everybody knows this of me. I'm not prejudiced at all against any color, religion, even though I think religion's pretty wacky.
Yeah,
all religions are pretty wacky. But I don't have a problem with any person just because of any color or where you come from, what country you're from, or anything. I don't have that in my body.
Yeah.
I never have. But when it comes to stupidity, which is in black people, white people, Asian people, Latinos, whatever, that's who I have a problem with. Stupid. If you're an idiot walking around shooting people or stabbing people or robbing people or doing anything against children or elderly, you just are a piece of shit.
I agree.
And that's, so that pisses me off when I see a black kid or at the story you see him robbing someone or killing someone. If you comment on that piece of shit, then there's so many people say you're a racist. But you don't understand. No, I watched the night before there was a white kid, and I said the same thing. He's a piece of shit. Okay, right. I don't care. You're either a good person or you're a bad person. Period. It has nothing to do with the color. And it makes me ill that all these protesters that are like that and these agitators like the Jesse Jacksons and Sharpton, all
it's
these
like
knuckleheads.
saying because you're wearing red today, you committed a crime.
Yeah.
But tomorrow, if you wear blue, you're safe. You know.
Yeah, it's
Depends
not
on what neighborhood you're in where you wear red. And blue.
Yeah, no kidding.
True.
It's not the color; it's the character.
Exactly.
You know.
And that's the color too. This other thing, these gangs. I just that's where I think all National Guard should go into every neighborhood and find all the gangs and just wipe them out. I don't have any sympathy for your. My daddy didn't hug me, so I'm in a gang. Or I have no sympathy for that.
They're my family.
This is right. This is wrong. You understand the difference. Stop, or the next time I see you, I'm putting a bullet in your head.
But then who would distribute the rich people's drugs?
Right.
Right. You got that right.
Yeah, they need their cocaine.
Oh, well, let's take another break and we'll come back. I don't know about that. We're talking about powder. Donuts?
Candy.
I like donuts.
The Warehouse, located at 5800 Fern Valley Road. We have 12,000 square feet of space to cater to your wildest party requests. Our large dance floor features 2 cages with a stellar light show to match. Along with our DJ booth and state-of-the-art sound system, we can keep the party going all night. We also have 2 VIP areas to accommodate your rock star lifestyle. Want to feature a band or other musical act at your party? Then our amazing stage at the Warehouse will more than please you and your friends. Want to rent our space? Contact our office at 502-964-7040 or find us on Facebook. The Warehouse, Louisville.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
But yeah. Anyway, back to. We can move on, honestly. But the world is. Honestly, it's sad. I don't know how we all don't just drink the Kool-Aid. It's so bad.
We're all drinking
There's so much
something.
evil and bad and all that. We need some niceness.
We're becoming idiocracy, man.
Yeah. And don't any of you knuckleheads out there tell me, oh, well, you should go to Southeast Christian so you can feel I'm just not. Don't even get me started on that.
Jeez.
I don't have any money to give you.
Yeah, no kidding.
I know you want to get a new arena, probably. Huh?
Yes.
Another bowling alley.
Oh my God! There's some people there. I don't know if we ought to get on this kick. And don't get me wrong. If you love the religion thing and all,
absolutely.
I've said on the show before. I pray sometimes. I don't know. I just pray to
whoever's listening.
The universe.
Whatever. I mean, I try. Because I want to. Hopefully, my son and my grandson's protected, and my wife, whatever. Everybody I love, and even I say things for my friends and all that. So I'm not saying that I don't pray about things. I just don't believe in all that organized stuff and having to go to a certain place. And let me tell you something. There's a lot of people that I know are really, really obsessed with it. And I'm telling you, they're some of the weirdest, dumbest people I've ever met. And I'm a dummy. I'm not smart. And I look at them and I go, you need to get out of the house. You need to get out of the house a little bit and experience some life because you're in this bubble of Jesus and Jesus and Jesus.
I tell you who gets me, the Answers in Genesis people, those young Earth creationists, believe the world's only 6,000 plus years old. It's like,
how do you continue to believe that when they find stuff all the time? Like that's what I can't understand. It's just so crazy.
I have one simple question for them.
Okay,
it's like, do you believe that we know the speed of light? We can measure the speed of light. Do you believe that? Now, what would you say if I ask you that question?
Well,
it's not a trick question.
No,
I'm just asking. We have proven we know
what it is.
We know what the speed of light is.
We know what it is, right?
There, the closest star is like 19 light years away or 20 light years. I forget what it is. And we're seeing, we can pick any star out, and it's maybe hundreds of millions of light years away.
Right.
If the Earth was only 6,000 years old, we wouldn't see that light. It hadn't got here yet. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Let me think about that a minute.
It'd still be way out there in space somewhere.
I fell asleep to watching the 2020s.
Well, it was already on its way, and then the Earth came, and it's like, oh, hey, what's
But
up?
if it all came at once, man, come on now.
Well, I was watching the 2020s and the ABC News things last night. That was on, I think it was Hulu. But one of these churches, they think everybody has demons in them, no matter what. So, like, they meet up once a week, and they all do exorcism things on each other. Right. And they were holding this one little boy down, and he's screaming to get up. Mm-hmm. But in the end, like, I think he was too scared to say anything. But he's like, oh, no, I feel better now. And because even the preacher was up there having his own demon. So they hand everybody these bags. They were all puking. One man jumped up, and everybody tackled him. It was insane. I was just
sure you wasn't watching... what was that movie?
No, these were
Exorcist. You weren't watching the Exorcist.
No, that's exactly what they were talking about. How it's just like exorcisms, though, but they perform on each other all the time.
What trips me out is that every religion or church locally think they're the one that has the real message.
Oh yeah,
they're the only ones getting into them pearly gates.
Look, when you're dancing around with snakes and they're biting you, you're just. But then,
a moron.
You're a moron. Number one, but number two is, but then you'd have the people from Southeast Christian or wherever going. Well, what the heck is that? We're getting attacked?
Did you hear it too?
Well, those people are crazy. No, you're crazy too. You're just a different crazy.
Right. It's not only Christianity is better than Islam, is better than Buddhism, is better than Hindu, is better than Judaism, but it's now you got your Catholicism is better than Baptist, is better than. You can't even. You're fighting amongst yourselves for who's right.
I believe it was a Jesus. There's a Buddha. I believe they were all prophets, but I don't believe that one's getting in and one's not, and we're all condemned if we don't do a certain ritual.
Prophets, all right. That's all organized religion is concerned about is prophets.
Prophets, all right.
I'm more spiritual than like.
I don't care
organized.
what your religion or whatever, as long as it makes you be a good person, not try to kill me or be rude to me or whatever. If it makes you a good person, amen, everybody. That's awesome.
It's supposed to be about love.
But
that's another thing. If you need the fear of burning in some perpetual hell
to make you a good
person, I got news for you, my friend. You're a sociopath.
Yeah.
If
I just get tired
of you can't be a good person just on your own, if you need to fear that to do that, you got problems.
I really just get tired of the people who just, no matter what happens in their life, Jesus did it. It was Jesus. Jesus blessed me. Oh, well, you didn't say that when your car broke down.
Or when
did Jesus bless you that day too?
When your tax bill came.
Oh yeah, it's just so I know. Particularly, I'll just give you an example. I won't say who, but like when they had kids and like, oh, Jesus blessed us with kids. Okay, that's great. Whatever, if you feel that way. But then it's only He blesses you with all the good stuff. And then when the bad things happen, you go, well, that's what's the saying?
It's a lesson.
Yeah,
or it works in mysterious ways.
Yeah, well,
or it's the devil.
Because they can't explain anything. The other one they don't know what else to say.
Because I'm really pissed at death. I hate death. I am angry about death, and that's the other thing is when someone dies, they always a real religious person, but they're with Jesus now. There was a reason.
They're in a better place.
There was a reason why He took them. I'm like, you're an idiot.
Yeah. Is the air traffic control up there? Why did he have to go? I mean, what's he really doing that? That was so important.
Let me give you an example. Like the little 6-year-old boy, the football player that got stabbed by that retard.
Yeah.
Can I say retard?
No, but
probably
you are
not.
anyway.
You probably just offended like half of America.
I guess Jesus needed him.
Yeah.
That's crap, man. I just can't. I can't get behind that. That precious child.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm with you on that in the sense of when some kid or some young kid or with somebody with cancer taken before their time and that kind of stuff, they don't get to live a full life. That sucks. That's terrible. But I don't get angry and I'm not get afraid of death. That doesn't. Mm-hmm. It happens to all of us. It's not whether you're moving on to be with Jesus or whether you move to another plane of existence.
We each have like 7 spirit guides when we're born that we pick out before
See, all that
we're
stuff I think is just made up to
and-
make you feel better and feel you less afraid of death.
Right. Even
I
if
wrote
we just
I wrote a paper about it.
I'm of the mind that hey, we just go away. Or
I don't like it
but-
because the older we get, and you and I, we've known each other for many years now.
Yeah.
And I think back about the days back when we all first started out. And
Oh, yeah.
music and all that, and then here we are today. For instance, our friend Jeff Grimm.
Oh yeah.
He posted the other day, I think it was yesterday, that it's his 20th anniversary for the first time he ever went out with his wife Jill. And I thought, God, man, 20 years, because I remember when they first went out, it was like, oh my God. And I think about how older we're getting, and I think, man, we're just that more closer to death, you know. Man, it's not gonna be long. It's gonna be our turn, you know. We're gonna be in that age group that's like, hey, because it'd be my turn today. I could fall over right now, but
Be checking.
that's the way I've been feeling lately.
Checking the obituaries to see which of our friends are still around.
And I'm angry with that because I'm selfish about my life. I want to keep living. I'll enjoy life for the most part. I like to do things. I like doing this show. I like being in music. I love my wife. I love my kids and grandkids, and I don't want to be away from that. I'm selfish with that, and I cannot grasp the feeling of, you'll be in a better place, and you'll be with Jesus, or it's just part of life. And yeah, I know it's a part of life, and it's a sucky part of life. Okay, I like the life. I like this part of it. Just leave me the F alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, let everybody else be part of Jesus and be a part of the life. I don't want to be a part of it. I'm good right here. Thank you. I mean, if I meet the dude, I'll be like, hey, how you doing, Jesus? But I don't. I'm really afraid of it.
Where do you think your soul comes from, or where? Like, what happens?
My
to
soul?
It? You think?
You don't want to go there, I promise you. I'm probably going to get a visit from the devil in no time.
No, you're going to knock on your door.
I'm going to get some good stuff out of it, though, before I sign it.
No kidding.
You know, I saw a movie the other day, man, and it's one of my favorite actresses because she's so freaking hot, man. And I can't think of her name right now. But it's a movie about signing a contract with the devil, whatever,
right?
For your soul, whatever. And it was Alec Baldwin. It was a long time ago, but and the actress is oh God, she's so hot, and she had that show on HBO for a while where she's a I don't want to say hooker. She's not a hooker. Call girl.
The British chick.
No, it's America. She used to be on shows all for. Oh my God, no. Oh my God,
Julianne Moore.
No shit.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, that was
Billy.
Not Melissa Milano, but she's like that. I can't think of her daggone name.
She had big teeth. Was it the British chick?
No, she's not British. She's American. I just told you that.
I know, but that's the only one I know that
anyway,
has like a hooker
hot.
show
One of
on
my
HBO.
favorites. I can't think of it right now for some reason. But anyway, she plays the devil, and of course she makes love to him and everything like that. And he's like,
was it the chick in Weird Science?
No.
Oh.
That's British too. What's wrong with you? Or
really?
Australian.
Oh, well,
Kelly
whatever.
LeBrock, yeah.
Oh my God. I'm gonna know it by next
Is
show.
it Nicole Kidman?
I just watched Eyes Wide Shut with her.
Julie Andrews. For Christ's sake. No, but anyway, I can't think of it. She's so beautiful.
I fell out of the goddamn car.
She's so hot. She just.
Oh my God, she's
slipped
one of
her
my
mind.
favorites. But anyway, I don't even know why I was going to tell you that, but I saw that movie and then she gives him whatever she wants, and it turns out to be. But anyway, he gets his soul back, and she don't get it. And I don't know why I even told you that story, honestly.
Because you were
Zach,
talking
what
about the
happens to your
crossroads.
If you start talking about beautiful women and ass, I start getting all confused. I don't know.
Because we were talking about your trip down to the crossroads.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I'm probably going to be headed that way for long. I promise you. I have to make a decision.
It'll be digging up a little patch in the crossroad and burying a harmonica in there or something. You know?
Right. I haven't seen that movie in many, many years.
Oh yeah,
it was a different kind of movie.
You're talking about Crossroads with Karate Kid, Ralph Macchio,
Steve Vai, man.
Steve Vai, yeah,
which is one of the all-time greatest guitar players.
Oh yeah, he's a maniac.
We didn't even do any news. How about the news? You got some news for us?
Well,
I'm sorry we left you out. I don't know that. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. My news is just kind of like this week, anyways. The hoverboards. If anybody's buying any for their kids, be very, very careful. Your kid might catch on fire. Might end up in the
He might
hospital.
explode.
He might explode.
Yeah, there's been 30 reports of emergency room injuries by fires falling
30?
and hitting their heads. Yeah.
Well, hitting their heads,
Yeah.
that's normal. You're on a hoverboard or hoverboard or whatever.
Yeah,
the
well,
hell
they say you need to wear.
A hoverboard. It's gonna vacuum while
basically
you're
need
riding
to-
I got a
around.
hoverboard in my
You
house. It's
basically
badass.
need a fire extinguisher and sit there and watch it while
Oh,
it
my
charges.
gosh.
That's
and
terrible.
yeah, 10 people out of like 9 states, theirs have
They're
caught
selling
on
the
fire.
crap of those at the mall, aren't they?
Yeah,
They got,
the-
like, that little
those are
center
probably
booths.
those are probably the ones that are catching on fire. The little cheapy
mall
knockoff
ones.
versions. You know?
Right.
get the mall
well,
ones.
U.S. Customs and Border Patrol have been trying to stop them because apparently they've
What?
caught over 164 of them that have like they're counterfeit parts and they
Oh.
use cheap batteries. They're just
How we
like
were on immigration.
right. I know. Well, that's what I thought when I first read it. I was like, "What do you mean?" And it was like, "That's right. Nothing's made in America."
Yes,
so,
they're. What do you expect? They're made by
Right.
12-year-olds that then earn 50 cents a day.
So of course they want your shit to catch on fire. Screw that little kid that gets to play on a
Sell
hover
more.
round.
That's
I
how you
gotta
sell
make
more.
this shit
Yeah.
all day. I'm gonna catch
Well,
you on fire.
I mean, it would be so cool to have one that
That works.
really was a.
Oh, you're talking
would
about
be-
the Back to the Future
Oh,
2
my
hoverboard.
God.
Yes,
That'd be the-
that was
Yeah,
cool
that
as
would
shit.
that would be
Yeah,
something
these
else.
are like-
around town.
Like you
I
said,
love it.
them pegway things or whatever without the
Segway.
Segway,
That's
whatever.
Pegway.
Without the, they look
You know,
like,
I've noticed on the show, nobody says a damn thing right. There's that look again.
well, we're in Kentucky. we're just, you know.
I said thank you, Purdy, earlier.
We're
What else
just-
you got?
I do my best, damn it.
Bill Cosby is suing 7 women for defamation of character.
Billy C.
States that he did not drug or sexually assault them. He says they're only doing it for the money. Old, false,
The rest of
uncorroborated
you, okay,
opportunists.
sorry.
Right. All 43 other women he
You
really
7.
did this
You know I
to.
didn't do you
Right.
broad, you bitch.
Yeah. Apparently, there's
other-
damages to
the other
his
23.
reputation, his contracts, his shame, mortifications, damages to property, businesses, trade, profession, and occupation. He's a little butthurt. I guess probably there was a few
I don't know.
probably
He never said that happened.
right. There is probably a few opportunists out there, like there usually is. You know what I mean?
Always.
But if you,
Yes.
you know,
'Cause
so
those
you wanna
7 are
sue
the ones that
7
ruined your
women-
character.
right? Not the other 43 that you actually raped and drugged, you weirdo. Look
Well,
at him.
you
He
know-
looks like. I'm surprised he doesn't have like child.
You
shit
know,
on
that's
him.
a thing
He
on
looks.
campus
He's
now.
got that googly, freaking weird look. Anyways, like he looks like he'd have to drug somebody. Would you voluntarily want to go to sleep with Bill Cosby?
30 daggone years ago,
Well-
yeah, maybe they did.
No, he was not
Well-
good looking then either.
Yeah, but he was a celebrity. Broad
So
sleep with anybody.
what?
Let me tell you
Ugh.
something.
Hey,
He's not a
you
basketball
got,
player.
You got the cash.
He's
it
Bill
don't
Cosby.
matter.
No, exactly. If you are very rich, you can have the hottest Playboy.
I got
supermodel,
three.
whatever.
I got 3 words
Look at-
for you. Anna Nicole Smith.
I got another one for you.
Alcohol, drugs,
No, I got another one for you. Julia
Money.
Roberts and Lyle
bags
Lovett.
over your
Oh
head.
yeah, no kidding.
I don't think he had that much money, honestly.
No, but Anna Nicole Smith married a 90-year-old dude who was loaded to the gills.
there's
Yeah,
a-
but at least he was like 1.5 foot in a grave. Bill Cosby's too frisky and too all over the place.
Oh, was
Anna
he
Nicole
one of the
Smith-
victims?
No.
How do you know if he's fricky?
I know people like him. No.
He's fricasseed.
he just his commercials with the Jello pudding.
Fricassee.
I could see him sitting there with some KY jelly trying to do a Jello, like trying to do some.
Here's your KY Jello shot.
Oh God, no, gross.
Come on, you know
At
you're
least
into
Anna
that.
Nicole Smith had an old one, man. Like she had to spoon feed
But
him.
again,
he's
I'm
so
saying-
old he couldn't lift a finger, no less anything else.
That's you're making our point for us. If you have the money, it does not matter. They
Yeah,
will
but-
flock to you. If
They
you
better
have
be half
that
dead.
kind of dough.
They got to be half
me tell you
dead to have
something.
that kind of dough.
Chuck and I, we're all right looking guys, probably. We're not the greatest looking guys. We didn't even have money. But if you were on stage, you can get almost any one you want in that audience. Is that correct?
Well, that is
That is correct.
Especially in the younger days.
That
you
is-
know.
Oh, in the younger days, I had all that hair and everything. Fish in a barrel right there.
Now, see,
Sometimes
I've-
2 or 3 in
I've
one night.
always been the one who's always went for the ones who weren't the ones that everybody else wanted because I felt like they were the more deserving.
Well, you wouldn't
They
have
was
got me
gonna
then
treat it
'cause I
better.
was a wanted man.
They would treat it better. But I can't help my boyfriend right now. I'm totally shallow. That's the only reason he's still around. And I've told him
Especially
that.
the
Sit on
day.
the
has-
couch again.
Yeah, he has 0 depth, but you know he's got a hot
Wait a
ass.
Depth.
Depth.
What are you
yeah.
talking about?
He's just.
He's not
He's,
very
he's,
large.
There's
he's
not
a
much
shallow
there.
Not very
person.
big?
Yeah.
Oh.
No,
Oh, okay. I
he's
thought- I
egotistical
thought you
and
wouldn't get
just
much out of that.
yeah. He just no. No, that part's fine. It's one of the only reasons he's still around. Like I said,
well, that's the only reason why I'm probably with my wife still.
My shallowness is why he is still around, and I'm ashamed of myself for it sometimes.
Well, you ought to be.
I am, and he's like, I can't be that good looking. He's like, you have hot guys that make over $100,000 a year hitting on you, and I'm like, yeah, but you're already trained. Like, you already know how to do it all.
Your house broken.
Taught you.
That's
right.
a good point
You're
when you get to this age
broken.
right here. That's a good point when you get to this age of what we are. Most of us, I guess. I don't even know how old you are, but that we won't talk about it on air if you don't want to.
I'm in my 30s.
You're in your 30s, okay? That's probably a lie. Okay.
I am.
Oh, are you? I'm just kidding. I'm
just
being
turned
an ass.
38.
She's still younger than us, so
correct.
See.
But that's a good point, though. You want somebody at this point in your life when you start a relationship. You want somebody that's, I'll use your word, trained somewhat. You got to try to convert them a little bit from certain things.
You got to teach them how to do stuff. You got to get them right where you want
I
them.
prefer to say low maintenance.
I like the low maintenance. I thought my wife was low maintenance, and for the most part, my wife is very low maintenance. She's really an angel, honestly. But there's some things that wear me the F out, man. I'm not kidding you, man. I'm just like, yeah, damn, this a little bit more work than I thought it was going to be.
like
wanting to go to
butt.
wanting to go to the store when it's dark.
Yeah, like when she wants to go to Walmart at 11 o'clock at night. No, that stuff's not happening anymore. No, we're done with that. Sorry.
She should boycott Walmart.
I'm putting my
anyways.
foot down.
Walmart's horrible. They're the devil. Stay
Well,
away from
there
Walmart.
goes that sponsorship. But
Walmart
Like we were going to get a Walmart sponsorship.
Walmart
anyway.
buddy.
sucks.
You never
There's
know.
always Wang Chung.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, there is.
We're already past time on Wing Chung anyway. But anyway, I had a good time tonight, man. I want to thank some of the sponsors, the Warehouse Louisville, and Staub Screen Printing, and Bluegrass Net, and Ville TV Live will be. Is he starting the show coming up anytime soon? I don't know. I haven't heard
No
from
idea.
Sean lately. And then we got E-Money reviews.
Yep.
I'm going to
And-
start sponsoring us.
Well, I wish you would so we can get some money in here.
So Bodie Studios.
What is it?
Soul Bodie Studios.
So Booty.
Bodie.
Bodie.
It means soul enlightenment.
Okay, well, bring me a check. And I'll talk about it all. I'll do a whole show about it. We'll call
Okay.
this So Bodie or So Booty Studio.
So Bodie.
I don't really give a rat's ass. All right, so anyway, thanks, Chuck, Shannon, Holly behind the scenes. We'll see you next week. Now piss off.